What's up, everybody? It's your boy D Max. So let's talk. I just got back in town, man. Went out of town, had a great time with my wife for her birthday. Happy birthday, babe. And I just had this on my mind. I dropped one little snippet talking about it. So now I'm going to go into depth a little bit because we need to have this conversation. I said, so why is it that you have people that will go out of their way to try to discredit God? They try to discredit God. They try to discredit his existence, and they'll go through a lot of trouble to do so. Now, I stated before, I don't go around and create groups to try to discredit things that don't live, that don't exist. I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in Bigfoot. I don't believe in Superman. But you don't see me going around creating an organization to try to discredit these things. If they exist, then oh well. If they don't, oh well. These things are not affecting my life one way or the other. So I'm not going to take time out of my day or out of my life to address it at all. So I don't understand why people would go out of their way to try to discredit someone that they don't believe exists at all. If it don't exist, then leave it alone. Keep on going about your business. They say this don't have nothing to do with you. This is not pertaining to you. But the people over here on this side of the cross who believe and who walk upright and who do the things that operate in the spirit of God, leave us be. You should have nothing at all to say because this is not for you. Um, I definitely do believe in Yahweh, and it's Yahweh. It's not your way. It's Yahweh, not your way. And that's the problem. That's why people want to discredit God and say that he don't exist because they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. Which, yeah, I understand because most people actions don't line up with anything noble. Their actions are dirty. They always doing things in the dark and always know that everything that's in the dark is going to come to the light at some point. So you can hide and try to do as much dirt as you want to, but you're really not hiding it from the one person who really matters. And that's the judge of all things, and that's the Father. So I'm really not understanding where this mindset is. No, I take that back. I do understand where that mindset comes from. These people are confused. They don't know what to believe. They don't stand on anything. All of they want to stand on is science, when science is just the explanation of God's method of doing things. That's all science is. So you can believe in science, but you're still believing in God. Um, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand why you don't want to be held to a standard. Anybody should want to be challenged. Anybody should want to become better. And becoming a better person, if Yahweh is going to make me a better person, then I'm all for it. And that's for anybody in any belief system that they have. If your belief system is making you a better person and it's helping you to contribute to the world in a positive way, then more power to you, because God has so many different names. Some call him Allah, some call him Yahweh, some call him God, some call him El Shaddai, some call him Vishnu or whatever. Whatever they call him, is still the same spirit that they're referring to, because God is not a person. He's a spirit, and we worship him in spirit and in truth. And so you can call him whatever you want to. You can put whatever label you want to on him, but he will always be the creator. He will always be the great I am. And I am sums it all up. Whatever you can think of, I am. I am that. Everything in this world that exists because God spoke it. He spoke the word, and the word went forth and created everything, and everything was manifested that God spoke. Period, point blank. That is the belief. That's the core. That's what this country was built on. And if you look at most civilizations, their values and their morals are based on God, the belief in God. What's going on, my brother? Salute. Hey, man, I was down in Shreveport, and Reverend Tony pulled up on me, man. I appreciate you, man, for the conversation. We had a great conversation, chopped it up real good, and I really enjoyed Shreveport, man. We went down to the boardwalk and had a good time. and finally get to meet my brother, man. And it's a blessing to see his face and just go back and forth with him, man. And it's the same energy that we have on here, and it's gonna continue because we build it. When you have people who are building and growing, it said when two or more gather in God's name, He's going to be there in the midst. And when me and my small circle of people get together, God is always going to be in the midst doing something. He's always going to be blessing. He's always going to be uh, lifting us up and building us up as we remain humble servants and we go forth and we try to help the people, because this is what he give us these words for. We don't just get on here and just be speaking this stuff for no reason at all. We get on here and speak it because that is a mandate put forth by God for us to go forth and spread the gospel throughout the world, to the four corners of the world. We are to spread the gospel. And now with these little devices that we have, I can go to the other corner of the world just like that in the snap of a finger, and I can spread the good news of the gospel to the people there. And I don't have to take no trips. I don't need no $1 million jet. I don't need no chauffeured vehicle to get me there. I can get on this little device right here and send God's word forth. That's a blessing, man. And yeah, Reverend Tony, man, it was definitely a blessing to see you, man. And when I come back through, pull up on you again. You know how we do. But back to what I was saying, it's definitely um, built in me to go forth and bring forth the word. Long time ago, I used to run away from speaking the word of God, and I used to keep it to myself and wouldn't really share it with my friends. And then God brought me this message to my mind. He was like, when you go get a new pair of shoes, or you go get a new jacket, or you go get some dope clothes, something that you really like, you gonna go and show everybody because you want everybody to see you in your dope gear. You want everybody to see your new jewelry. You want everybody to see all of your new stuff that you got. So that lets me know, and this is God speaking. He's like, that lets me know that you don't really care for me the way you always claim you do, because you're not going forth sharing me with your friends like you do all of your other stuff. I was like, wow, you know what, God, you sure enough right. You are absolutely right. And I had to change my mind. I had to change the way I was doing. I had to start incorporating God into my conversation at all times because I understood the importance. And when I say things, it's not me saying it, it's the Spirit of God speaking through me saying things to people. So don't at all attribute anything to Deacon Mac. I don't know nothing. And I say that all the time. I don't know anything. I believe a lot of things strongly, but I don't know anything at all. That's why we have to have faith, because we really don't know. And that's just how it goes. So I just want people to understand this. Whenever you have a conversation with me, best believe God is going to come up in that conversation at some point. At some point, no matter what we're talking about, man, because God is in everything, good, bad, and ugly. I am. That's what he said. Whenever the man said, who should I tell the people? He said, I am. Tell the people that I am. Whatever it is, whatever you think you've discovered, whatever you think you created, no, I am. There's nothing new under the sun, moon, or stars. And best believe you're going to know that by the time I get finished talking with you, because it's just in me to do now. That's something that I purpose myself to do now, and it's intentional. It's in my mind, it's in my heart, and it's in my spirit. And what's in you is what's going to come out. You say now, it's not what goes into a man that makes him clean or unclean. It's what comes out of that man, because you're speaking from the abundance of your heart. And so when I speak from the abundance of my heart, what is the abundance in my heart? God, because everything I have come from him. And I'm not saying that I'm, just balling out of control, but I'm cool. I don't need anything. All I need is him in my life. And that's it, because he's always going to supply my needs. And that's what he's been doing from the day I was born. My parents named me Kunta Kinte, but I believe that was a divine name that God placed on their hearts, but he placed it on the heart of my brother. My brother's 3 years older than me, and my brother was the one who spoke to my mother and asked her to name me Kunta Kinte. And so it says out of the mouths of babes, out of the mouths of babes. And so the word came out of the mouth of my brother, and my mother blessed me with that name. So I'm truly thankful for my brother for bringing that to my mother. I'm thankful for God for putting it on his heart and on his mind, because there's no heart or mind that's more pure than that of a child. And so that was pure. And so when my brother said, name my little brother Kunta Kinte, he said, name my brother after a warrior. Name my brother after a fighter. Name my brother after somebody who won't give up. Name my brother after somebody who understands the importance of heritage and understands the importance of family and understands the importance of being strong for the family. And these are the words that were spoken into my life through my name. And so I'm always going to admonish God in all things, no matter what. And if you don't want to hear that, then you might want to close your ears up or just don't talk to me, because that's always going to be a part of my conversation. And I don't have any problem with anybody who don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God, then that's you. But I'm saying this, you better find something to stand on, because if you don't have anything to stand on, if you don't have your feet planted on something strong, a strong foundation, then you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall, you're gonna sink, you're gonna get swept away, you're gonna get blown away with the slightest wind, because you're not rooted in anything. So that's just a little word I wanted to bring, man. Just to let y'all know D-Mac is still here. I'm just taking some time off to celebrate my wife and celebrate my birthday is coming up in a few days. And so I'll be back here on the regular like I've been. But I just wanted to put a word out here to let y'all know that Mac's still on it. Mac's still doing his thing, man. I love each and every one of you. And y'all have a blessed day. And y'all know what I say, man. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.